Welcome back. Episode 3 of ZZZ, Season 2.
Talking about the Wii U, rating it on all the... Wow, the aesthetic is so good! God, thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, we're rating on 9 different categories. Check them out here. We got some points. We only have 5 10-pointers now.
5 10-pointers left.
And then 6 cancel them outs.
Which we're not using that much because we're too much in agreement.
Yeah, no. The Nintendo consoles are all pretty good. Alright, first off, I really like the Wii U. I think we both are big Wii U fanboys.
Which is funny because a lot of people are so about it.
Yeah, no, I love this console a lot, like 100%. I think it derives off of a lot of stuff comes over. So let's talk about the aesthetic.
You want to extract it out there?
Yeah. All right. So I believe it came with 2 different models.
There was a white one and the black
one. Which was
one.
the 8 gig? And then the 6 or 8 or 16 gig and the 32 gig.
Yeah, it's 8 and 32. So this one's a 32 gigabyte version,
which is all black. They're all black for the 32 gig. White is the only one that's an 8 gig model.
It's designed to be held horizontally, although it did come with some vertical stands. Although I've never seen anyone use them.
I use them.
Okay, well.
Yeah, no, because it saves space.
All right, well, I usually see this.
Yeah.
In fact, what I usually do.
I like my little footstools.
Do you want to know what I usually do? I take this and then I put the Wii on top of it in horizontal mode, and then I put the GameCube on top of that.
The power.
I just have a stack.
So they've done a lot of the same things as this.
Yeah, it really is the same.
Just
bigger,
longer,
bigger.
They did add the HDMI. We're in the future.
Finally, 1080p is here. Nintendo did it.
But they didn't. The power adapters are very different still. And so you can't use the same power adapter.
Yeah.
Still got some plugins for some other stuff. Same fan size, or maybe a little bigger. Back to the USBs. I think these are 2.0 now, where this is like 1.2. Like, it's real weird because I know like these USBs are really bad. Still SD slot, and more USBs in the front.
Right, which was nice.
And then the sync button is changed.
Did they put the sync button more accessible?
Yeah, and they changed that with the controllers too, which was really cool. It's literally just upgraded Wii.
Which I know, that's kind of what they wanted. Should we talk about the gamepad aesthetic with it? Because
Yeah.
it was so marketed as part of the console.
Yeah, so this is it.
I know we're talking about the controller too, but...
So this is it. The future.
This is what Nintendo said was going to be the future, and they were kind of right, but not quite there yet.
So this is your controller and TV, if you wanted it to be.
Yeah, you could play all the games right here on this little screen at glorious...
It's got a camera on it. It's got some really cool stuff.
Weird P.
But I this sold me right here. This was the thing that sold me.
Right.
And they didn't market it well because a lot of people had no idea.
Some people thought the console was this. They didn't even know about the actual console.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, so I can just hook this up to my Wii.
Yeah.
Nope.
You got to buy a whole separate thing. It's very lackluster for like the main console, but the controller console part is really cool.
Yeah,
I really like it. I still love mine.
I think it is a overall. It looks good. I'm not completely sold on it. It was. I think it's a little better than average.
Yeah,
it's a little bit better than average. I give it a 6. Got a 5 there. Now let's pull this baby back out for the controller.
I like this controller.
I do as well.
It's so comfy.
It is so comfy. This is rounded right here for your palm. These rest so nicely up here. And like, I mean, I have big hands, so this is great for you. I've heard it's bad for small-handed folks. So I apologize if we're biased on that, but
it's got a stylus built in right at the
boom,
top.
right there.
You can't accidentally hit the power button
because it's all the way down here. It's indented.
Yeah.
There's a start, select, got 4 face buttons plus got start, select, 4 face buttons. We have click analog sticks for the first time. A D-pad which is accessible and usable.
Yeah. Got L and R buttons.
LR and ZLZR for the first time. Nintendo really did take
a fantastic job with this thing.
They really did.
Headphone port. They're charging adapters at the top, not at the bottom.
Although you can plug it in
to the dock thing.
To the dock.
Yeah. I really like this. I played a lot of games on this.
It has a microphone, a camera, a gyro in here.
You can also use this as a sensor bar because that top part is a sensor bar.
It has a sensor bar built in. Wow. As far as controllers go for Nintendo consoles,
this is I think this is my favorite one. I think this is one of my favorite controllers they've ever done.
Some people really don't like this.
Yeah, and I get why, but boy, I never had mine plugged into a TV for the first 6 months.
This has a TV remote control button because they thought it might be useful for you to be able to control your TV with this. Like, and they actually discontinued that pretty early on. But it has an IR blaster right here.
Yeah,
there's so much built into this thing.
Yeah, it's not even the main console; it's just the main controller.
Yeah.
The shitty thing with this is you need a gamepad to function this.
Yeah.
So if that breaks,
you're out.
Because these are $125.
And they weren't really accessible to you. You had to order them from the Nintendo website, which kind of sucked.
Yeah, or you had them repair it. Third parties, I never trusted.
I've never seen a third-party gamepad.
Oh, also, right here.
NFC.
Amiibo.
Amiibo reader.
I remember when this came out and Amiibo weren't announced, I was like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, why do they have little rectangles?
But Amiibo dock.
Wow.
$9.
I'm going $9.
I dock it for the price of if it breaking. You actually need it for the console because the console is a brick if you don't have one.
Right.
So.
You put that over there with it. Now let's talk about the gimmick. All right, well, we're back. Okay.
Here's the gimmick.
Touchscreen, handheld, off TV play. And they were on the right track.
They were.
They weren't quite there yet because you still needed to be near the box.
Yes.
And man, this box could be over where my TV is there. I can see it from here, and it wouldn't work even inside my studio.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work more than 10 feet away.
If there's any wall, any wall or anything in between, it won't work. But if it's a big room, like an empty room, it'll work.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, they really tried to sell us, and they didn't sell well on it because a lot of people had no idea what the Wii U was. And still, people don't. Like, there are still people that go into GameStop and go, oh, I see the Wii U's on sale. Can I get that add-on? And like, it's not an add-on at all. Like,
it's a console.
Another big thing that they did upgrade, and this is goes along, I'd say even the gimmick, because they finally, or maybe the power, they did jump over to actual Blu-ray discs finally. Like, and all that stuff. But, they tried to sell you on a lot of the upgraded stuff as well. I remember, as I used to be a GameStop employee for a couple of years when this system was out, the things I had to sell was just the upgradedness of this. Like, why am I can buy this for $70 or you buy this for $200, $300.
Yeah.
Like,
as far as it goes, that console.
I just noticed that. There's
the tripod stand.
Yeah.
It has a tripod stand. It's such an amazing controller.
Yeah, it really is.
But as for the gimmick, it was on the right track. So I'm going to give it on the right track points.
Yeah, they're also competing with themselves with the Game Boy and like the DSs as well.
They're on the right track. They're better than average, but they weren't quite there yet. Not quite. Let's talk
the commercial.
Right, let's get that booted up. Here we go.
With the all-new Wii U, this is how you will play next.
What? What a cool controller. I like the white one for this time. Like the white gamepad.
All-new Wii U. How you will play next.
So, they never put focus on the console. Ever. You saw it there.
It was hidden around, and the last slide here, which I pulled up, it has it in there, but it's not the focus. It's all about
the gamepad.
And it must have confused people that it's called the
Because
Wii.
This looks exactly like the black Wii.
It does. Like if your mom, you don't know. You see, they're selling us this
and they're
cool
also
controller.
The whole time they're showing you with normal Wii controllers, the remotes.
Yeah, they had Wii remotes in there, and all of the games in this commercial are Babby games.
Yeah.
They like karaoke. Got some karaoke. Got some Shoryuken, Nintendo Land. Where's Zelda? Where's Super Mario?
Yeah, it just showed that just party baby games.
They did not show. They didn't like, here's a shoot game. No shoot game.
They showed. Yeah, no, they were just like, check out my tablet, Samsung Galaxy style. Woo!
Yeah,
like
it was aesthetically pleasing, but other than that,
I would never buy a console based off that commercial at all.
I wasn't sold. I was not sold. The NES one, I was like, money. But this, nothing. I got nothing. One.
No, because it is so misleading on a lot of stuff. It is not a good commercial. They tried to go with a very hip thing, and it did not work for them. Yeah.
I like some of the video production stuff, so I get some too.
Hot Night or Hot Bling or whatever.
Hotline.
Yeah, that's all that commercial was. So the release. Boy, did this console.
It came out with more tight games than the Wii, which we thought was excessive. Okay, do you want to go all the way down to Mario U?
Yeah.
All right.
So we got Assassin's Creed 3, Batman Arkham.
Let's talk about the games as we go this time.
Yeah, so Assassin's Creed 3, very highly rated.
I heard it was okay.
A lot of people liked that game because it was more modern, like 1700s, because this was the American Revolution.
Yeah, American Revolution.
A lot of people like this game, I know. I remember. A lot of people like Assassin's Creed 2, too.
Yeah.
This is why I think this is like everyone liked Assassin's Creed. Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. Arkham City was a fantastic game.
But I heard it ran bad.
Huh?
I heard it ran bad on the Wii U.
Yeah, and that was the thing when they're like Armored Edition. Like, very good game, but not on the Wii because it still ran lackluster, like the previous one. Ben 10 Omniverse.
Whatever.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2. We got more Call of Duty, and it ran bad. Chasing Aura, never heard of it. Darksiders, very good game.
Not Zelda, but it's close.
Yeah. Epic Mickey, The Power of Two. I know the Epic Mickey games were very, like, the first one was very highly
regarded, yeah.
Yeah, so this was the second one coming out. ESPN Sports Connection.
Who?
Okay. FIFA Soccer 13.
Sure.
I still think they make FIFA games for it. I know they usually do. Funky Barn.
What?
Funky Barn.
Funky Barn. Funky Barn.
Game Party Champions. Just Dance 4.
Wow.
Little Inferno.
Oh, and Little Inferno was a cute thing, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Football 13. Mass Effect 3. Special Edition. The fact that they decided to bring this one over. Out of all of them, the most controversial one.
Don't worry, it's special.
Special Edition. Mighty Switch Force. Hyperdrive Edition, Nano Assault Neo, Dat 2K13 basketball, and New Super Mario Brothers U.
Now there's a
that's
title.
A game. That's very much an game.
And that would sell it. The Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. Is that okay?
I only played the older ones.
Okay. We have Nintendo Land, which is a pretty good packet title. It did not live up to the hype of Wii Sports.
No,
but it was okay.
It was pretty cool. Like you playing your like. I like the Zelda world. The Zelda one,
Battle Quest
is very good because you just players just like, oh, I'm in Zelda, looking cute.
We had Rabbids Land, which I've never heard of in my life. Scribblenauts Unlimited, that's a fun game, very very good. Scribblenauts is fun.
Yeah.
Sing Party, which was the karaoke game.
Yep.
Skylanders Giants.
Boy, Skylanders was the hottest thing on earth.
Yeah.
And it introduced so much of that bull crap, but big game.
We had Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Very good game.
Tank.
Tank.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii U Edition.
I played that, bought it. Boy, what is this? An unbalanced game, but it was really cool seeing Tekken.
On Nintendo.
Yeah.
Transformers Prime, the game. Trine 2 Director's Cut.
Trine is a fantastic game.
Yeah. Warriors.
Orochi 3.
Orochi 3 Hyper. Thank you.
I know. Wipeout 3, the show.
Wipeout 3. Your Shape Fitness of all 2013. You can find this still in stores today. They just have so many copies of it. They're trying to get rid of it. And Zombie U.
Zombie U is a very cool game. And they actually released it I think it was not multi-platform, but they released it on PC a couple of years back as just Zombie. But it was a really cool game because you actually had to use the gamepad, a lot of functions, and it was a zombies game. And if you died, your character dies forever.
So I want to make one note about all this, and as we head towards our score here. From this list, the games that use the gamepad in an interesting way are few. And some of them were tacked on things. Like I remember Arkham City Armor Edition had like inventory stuff on the gamepad. Mario U had some cool stuff, but it was still mostly just Mario. Nintendo Land obviously was the pack-in, so it had a lot of cool stuff. Sing Party had the lyrics for the karaoke on the gamepad, but like
just Zombie U was the biggest one that used
Zombie U
because you used it as a scanner.
Yeah,
like for like the all that stuff.
So here's the interesting thing about this era. So the Wii era was people were throwing every piece of garbage onto the Wii. And when the Wii U came out, they were like, "Oh wow, the third parties are really stepping up when they saw this list." You know, you have all your favorites. You got your Ubisofts, you got your EAs even in here. You got your FIFAs and all that. And then after this, third parties started to bail hard.
Yeah, no, this is everything bailed off of the Wii U.
So what you see here is probably the best of the third parties on the Wii U. Honestly,
like they tanked, and this is like, this is not half the library, but this is a lot of the library on the Wii U right here already. Like, this is a big chunk. There's probably like games that you take and want to play later. There's
what from this? What do I want?
Zombie, I got Zombie.
Most of these games, there's a better way to play it somewhere else. Even the ones like Special Armored Edition, Hyperdrive Edition.
These are all just re-releases besides like Mario Brothers U. Skylanders was big, and that was a huge collection thing. Like, I remember I wanted it because I was like, whoa, Spyro. But then I just wanted to play it on another console. Yeah, no, like, their launch titles, for so much, there was nothing.
Man, the Wii U. I'm so sorry, my friend.
So, the power, it still ran into the same exact issue as the Wii.
Because the freaking Xbox One and PS4 now released during this thing's life period.
And those are current gen.
And they can do some of them can do like 4K.
Yeah.
And it's trying though. It finally was like 480p is no longer here. It's HDMI 1080p. But it still wasn't quite there because a lot of it they had to sacrifice so they could run on the gamepad and the TV at the same time.
Yeah, like it didn't live up to, like, it was definitely a more powerful system than the Wii, but it's still, you did not want to play any of the launch title games or any multi-release platform releases on this console, like at all.
This thing has it was
the biggest thing. Like like I said, they changed the Blu-ray. They're modern, not CDs, like DVDs. Like they did some.
The Wi-Fi stuff was better about it. Like it as a console, it did take major strides over the Wii.
Yeah,
like the Wii was still the GameCube. The Wii U was definitively a more modern Nintendo console.
Yeah, like if this was all in here instead, boy, the Wii would be so much more successful.
Yeah,
because it can compete on that level.
I mean, the Wii was successful,
but like for power.
Yeah,
for saying like, because Nintendo like still thrive on power. Like their whole magazine was Nintendo Power.
Yeah. They used to yell and scream about megabits and all that.
It's 64 bits.
It's a 64, but they were so proud of how powerful the console was, they called it the 64.
Yeah, and then this is like they're just not caring about
they're playing catch up, but they're like 5 years.
And they're also just
late.
very, they don't want to bring over those massive games as well to make the power. Like they do Call of Duty and stuff like that, but you need GTA and stuff like that need those high res.
I give it a 4. Okay.
Peripherals.
The Peripherals.
It's got 3 first-party ones. The greatest one
they've ever controller adapter.
I have 4 of these. I love this thing.
They were so rare.
It's so rare, but I don't even really use it for my Wii U is the problem. Yeah. I use it for my computer all the time. I love that thing. The Wii U Pro Controller, this guy right here, just a mini. It's literally the shrunk into a controller.
And it's good.
Yeah.
This is a good controller.
Works well.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people actually use this for speedrunning. They really like it. I don't like the rubber. This is the only things I don't like is the rubber on top.
Oh.
Because it's just...
You're used to the plasticky one.
Well, but like if this gets like any type of gun, it just becomes like so sticky or it starts wearing down.
Yeah.
Other than that, very good controller.
And the only other accessory...
Oh, yeah, sorry. Their charging ports are so stupid.
Oh, they are. Because that one is not the same one as the gamepad.
Their charging cables were the dumbest things I remember.
And they weren't even micro USB.
Yeah.
There was proprietary garbage.
And then the microphone, which is a microphone.
Yep, it was like
any USB microphone will work.
Yep.
The GameCube adapter is definitely carries this whole thing. It carries this whole thing because I use it still to this day.
Oh, he's thinking. He's thinking.
It carries it so hard.
He's thinking. 3.
That's a third of it. It carries it from being a 0.
And now the top 10 games. Do you want to read them out? The top 10 best-selling games.
Mario Kart 8.
Any figures?
Super Mario 3D World.
Surprised it actually made it up that high.
Yeah,
honestly.
very,
it
very
was a later game.
New Super Mario Bros. U. Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. Nintendo Land. Splatoon. Very good game. Super Mario Maker.
Let's go.
New Super Luigi U.
The DLC somehow made it in.
The Wind Waker HD. And Bowser the Game, Mario Party 10.
Oh, I won't play. But no, yeah.
There's a lot of surprising titles on here. And
there's some good variety, too, I would say, with between you have a kart racer, a platformer, a pack-in.
An adventure. You
have Splatoon, a shooter. You have an adventure game in Wind Waker. You have a DLC title in Super Luigi U. But, I mean, like, it's a lot of Mario. It is 5...
Well, it's crazy.
7 Mario. There.
It's crazy that they have a brand new IP that they were just afraid to release because they did not release a ton of copies of this game.
This is gonna get points for Splatoon.
Yeah, like this is insane because like Nintendo is very scared to release Splatoon because I remember like every store in my district when I was at GameStop when this released, we got 4 copies. Every store because they did not want to buy it.
Splatoon was scary.
Yeah, it was because everyone was scared of it because everyone thought it was going to look like, they're like, why don't you just put Mario in it because it would have sold. But like Splatoon, whew,
sure
thank
did.
God. And Mario Maker was probably the #1 selling.
Mario Maker is such a surprise of a title for it is one of the Wii U sellers. Like, and until Mario Maker 2 came out, people were still buying Wii U for that game.
Mario Maker. The game I'm surprised it's not on here. Is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
Tropical Freeze not being on there is a crying shame.
Because that game is, if you have a Switch, please buy Tropical Freeze. The game is incredible. It's the second best Donkey Kong game ever made.
In my opinion, I agree with that. Like, future ZZZ list, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy that like Mario Maker. It's insane. Like Splatoon's there.
Hey,
Mario Kart.
Can you believe that Breath of the Wild came out on the system, but it will never get into the top 10 despite being Breath of the Wild just because it was like the last thing that mattered.
Yeah, these are all very good games. I think the only game that I just wouldn't play would be Nintendo Land. Like I just
Mario Party 10.
I like Mario Party 10 because I like the Bowser mode. That was really fun. I pre-ordered that game from work. It wasn't that good. I bought this console for Wind Waker because I got the Wind Waker edition.
Yeah, that's the one that's right there.
Yeah.
So now we're left with the nostalgia factor. Now I love this console for very similar reasons as the Wii.
Yeah.
It can play so much. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna flash back to ZZZ 1 MC here for a second and say this thing can play 12 Zelda games. Zelda 1, 2, A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora, Minish Cap, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild.
The Oracle games aren't on it?
No.
Oh, okay.
12 games. Like so you know me. I'm Mr. Zelda boy, and so nostalgia factor, the fact that they can play 12 Zelda titles makes it still plugged into my setup all the time.
And if you purchase stuff from this boy, guess what you can do? Transfer literally everything over.
Yeah, you don't need to rebuy it if you don't want to. Obviously, I did because I'm a moron.
You really did.
Yeah, but you know,
you have a separate menu where you can just boot up the Wii.
The Wii is in there.
Yeah. The weird thing is like I wish they brought this over.
GameCube support.
Yeah. I wish they brought that over. I understand why they didn't, but like, I like this console so much because I love I love a lot of the games that are in the top 10, and then Donkey Kong and stuff like that. Love the controller. It's very comfortable. I still use this a lot more, but boy, do I have a lot of funness with this one.
Yeah.
Like, and the hackability and like stuff you can do with it's just as crazy. So, I really like this console.
Yeah,
Damn. It's Wii 2. It's not a 10, but it's there. It really
I
is.
like that 7. I like that a lot. Let's add up some numbers.
Yeah.
Oof. 85.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Wii U. What is that 8?
It's the Infinity
It's
8.
the Mario Kart 8. You're doing it in celebration.
Damn.
Are you doing it? Are you putting the thing forward?
I'm gonna put some points.
Okay. I can't.
You tried.
You tried.
You tried.
What do you really like about the Wii U? Give it some power. I'll put it here so we don't.
I really like the Wii U. I really like a lot of the changes that they brought over. For the lackluster amount of titles, the main titles that sold, like I love Star Fox Zero on this console.
Yeah.
Such a good game. It's my favorite Star Fox game. A lot of people fucking shit on that, but I love that game so much. Tropical Freeze as well. Super Smash Brothers Wii U. Not a fan of that game, but I had so much fun playing with that, especially all the new characters coming out. They brought Bayonetta to this console, Bayonetta 2.
Oh yeah,
like
dude.
All the big titles that they brought over are just so good. And Mario Maker was the icing to the cake, like for like those specific titles.
Right.
Like yes, if you can find a cheap Wii U, honestly buy it because it's definitely worth it. Like you can find one under $100, like. In okay condition, definitely pick it up because it's got really cool titles. Like I really like the system.
Everyone,
95.
Make sure you leave comments. Let us know what you think of this grand scoring here. Do you feel like we're too harsh on the commercial and the release? Do you agree with us? Let us know, please. Please tell us in the comments.
Please let us know, please, bro. Please.
And while you're also please, bro, and please, bro, buy our shirt.
Buy our shirt. Check it out. Link in the description below. I hope we get. I really want to do. I know a console.
I want to do an older console. Please don't pull the Switch. I mean, I'll do the Switch, but
yes. Hoo, ha. 64.
The Nintendo 64 next.
On ZZZ. There's like 5 games on this console.